from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Here with me tonight, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. Take a look at the Suns. They come in off a difficult stretch of home games, and a win here on the road would do a lot to get that confidence back.
I think for the Suns, they've just confounded their hometown fans. I mean, this was not a team that was supposed to be on the bottom looking up.
Yeah, it's too bad for their fans because I think they felt like this would be a good season, one that they could be excited about and maybe even look to the future for even better times. But this has been a real struggle to this point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Alex Len out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position.
Good! They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for the incredible. It usually manifests itself in his dunks or blocks. Last year he committed himself more on the defensive end, and it really made a difference for him.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Griffin. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
You think about defense, Clark, and it isn't just how many shots you block. Jordan really seemed to focus on the little things that go into being successful defensively.
And I think that's a tribute to Doc Rivers, who actually emphasized some of those little things that would help Jordan elevate his game and his team. And to Jordan's credit, he took heed and made significant improvements.
Griffin, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Ball against Bledsoe. Knight kicks to Morris. Good. Morris has got 7.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Right wing. Ball passes to Miller. Can't get it to go. The Suns go the other way with it. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Kevin, I know they feel terrible about how it turned out. I mean, the game was really going as expected until they got surprised with the surge late in the game. Totally overtook them and took them by surprise as well.
Yeah, you got that right, Clark. It was a shocking turn of events. I was surprised watching the game. But sometimes momentum can do that.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. They set the pick. Morris kicks it to Tucker. Lock at 6. Knight against Paul. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Bledsoe. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Phoenix leading by 4.
The Phoenix Suns franchise with the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. You shouldn't have been surprised with their resurgent play last season. This is a franchise that, throughout its history, has found ways to win.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Well, when you look at the Suns 2 seasons ago, their worst winning percentage since the team's inaugural season, back in 1968.
And at that time, their 3rd straight season missing the playoffs. That hadn't happened since the 80s, but boy, did they bounce back in a big way.
They were tough last year, you're right.
Kevin, a look here at how the Suns ranked in the NBA last season. 7th in scoring, 7th in steals, and they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
But I think the key stat for that club last year was points per game. They were in the top 10. That was really what they tried to do. That was how they tried to establish themselves each and every game. Get out, run, get good shots, and try to outscore the opponent.
And that one's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
And here's Phoenix. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. And Stevenson's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for Paul. And then for Phoenix, Brandon Wright's checked in for Len. Marcus Morris comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Green in for P.J. Tucker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
It's Crawford with the drive. Steps back and shoots. It's good on the putback. Jordan's got his first basket.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
And Wright throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers. They had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Outside Griffin. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin. Phoenix leading by 4. And Bledsoe, here we go. And that one's good. Right.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up. Well, you learn a lot about a player from the way he responds to adversity. And Eric Bledsoe, a player with tremendous potential, had to back up John Wall at Kentucky. Then he had to back up Chris Paul with the Clippers. You know, rather than get frustrated, he really made the most of those learning experiences, and now it's paying off.
And here is Morris after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford.
And that's great technique. They're shielding his man off and keeping him off the glass.
Miller dishes to Stevenson. The shot goes down and gets his game back to even. Stevenson's got his first 3 points of the game.
When you talk about Bledsoe, he said in college and with the Clippers he enjoyed both of those situations. The challenge of the daily battles and practice against star talent. He showed a lot of resilience and determination to find his niche.
And Bledsoe, guys, getting his chance last season with the Phoenix Suns to show what he could do in a starting role, and it paid off. His terrific play, Steve, was a huge factor in their surprising season.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. Unfortunately, he did lose some time to a knee injury, but knowing him, he'll battle back and once again overcome the obstacles.
Now, Green, after the missed three from Jamal Crawford. Another shot, right. You know what? Good D by Miller. L.A.'s gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Smith. And that's now 6 points for Jamal Crawford. Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Miller kicks to Stevenson. Back to Miller. Smith sets the pick for Miller. No good on the buzzer beater. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Warren. Portland out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Alex Len. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stevenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop them on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. Paul Pierce has checked in for Jamal Crawford.
Well, you know, every time these two teams face off, it is Battle Los Angeles. For so long, the Lakers have really owned the city. But the Clippers looking to make up for lost time right now.
Here's Knight, rejected by Pierce, but he gets it back. Here's Warren. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That's a 2 from Paul. It's hauled in by the Suns. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Paul passes to Pierce. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. At the elbow, Paul. Wide open shot is on the money. Paul's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now, here is Morris. 8 points his last outing. And the rejection by Smith.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Pierce wide open. He fires again. Los Angeles.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Suns trail by 4. Here's Thornton, and it's Marcus Thornton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot.
And the Clippers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bledsoe comes in for Brandon Knight. Thornton dishes to Bledsoe. And they get it. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Eric Bledsoe is still on the come as a playmaker and shooter. But because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
He misses the free throw. And Steve Bledsoe, 6'1" with the 6'8" wingspan, blinding athleticism, and he's an aggressive defender.
Yeah, he's a guy who applies a lot of pressure on the ball. He attacks the glass offensively. He's giving us some highlight reel blocks, too. I mean, this young guy is explosive.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
And the Suns call time here. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And the season series between these teams, 4 games in all, starting today, it's going to go a long way toward determining how this division shakes out by the end of the year.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Los Angeles leading by 8. And it's Johnson penetrating. Oh, look out!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
There's the pick. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in the end, it wasn't even close. They had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
One-on-one fast break. And Ashley Johnson with the slam.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Bledsoe. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well. You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And that one's good.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Thornton with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. 14 feet away. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Paul penetrating. That's good. Paul's got 9.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
So, for the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Davis. Griffin comes in for Smith. And Miller's subbed in for Johnson. And for the Suns, White is checked in for Morris. Marcus Morris comes in for Warren. And it's Gerald Green in for Marcus Thornton. White the pass to Bledsoe. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 10.
And he